To prove that the angle at the center is 2 times the angle at the circumference, you need to first construct the line OC. After constructing the line OC, you should divide the angle of C into C1 and C2, and the angle of O into O1 and O2. Notice that the line of OC, the line of OA, the line of OB, all those lines are radiuses to the circle. And we know that the radiuses are equal in length. So we are going to start to prove that this angle at the center is 2 times the angle at the circumference. So we will write proof. So now we are going to let C1 to be x and C2 to be y to simplify the proof. So if we have the angle of C2 as y, if we can find the angle of O1, we should be able to prove that this angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. The angle of B is equal to x plus y. Because now, if you look at the triangle of OBC, this is an isosceles triangle, and therefore the angle of C, that means C1 plus C2, should be equal to the angle of B. And then similarly, if we look at the triangle of OAC, that is an isosceles triangle. That will therefore mean the angle of A is going to be equal to x. So now that we have these angles, we can now find the angle of O2. We can find the angle of O2 by using the sum of angles in a triangle. So if we use the sum of angles in a triangle, we are going to get that the O2 is equivalent to 180 minus 2x minus 2y. So now that we have the O2, we can now find the O1 by using the sum of angles in the triangle that is OAC. So now the sum of the angles will simplify them and get the value of the O1. So we get the value of the O1 to be 2y. So therefore, if the angle of O1 is 2y, that will therefore mean the angle at the center is 2 times the angle at the circumference.